You good, Kayla? Okay.
We ready? Welcome to the City of Troy Board of Park Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, August 12th. Abby, please call the roll.
Mr. Emmerich,
Here.
Mr. Harrelson,
Here.
Mrs. Anderson.
Here.
All members are present.
All right. First meeting on the agenda is the approval from our last meeting's minutes, which is July 7th. Is there any additions, subtractions, or deletions to those minutes? Hearing none, I'll make a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Minutes approved. Moving on to reports. Let's start off with you, Mr. Drake.
Yeah, so didn't have a written report this month, just in anticipation of the tours. Just a quick update, our building, which we're gonna see here in just a little bit, is well underway. The steel started to go up this week, and they've made a lot of progress already just in 2 days. So that's good to see. Everything seems to be moving along really well, and the contractor's been great to work with. And we just did a progress meeting last Friday and have another one another week and a half. So they've been really good, seem to be on target. And then believe it or not, tackle football has already started, Pee Wee football. We had they had their first game Saturday. So we've, through the recreation department, we work with them, and we're actually lining 2 additional full fields for them for practice, one behind the junior high and one at Archer Park, just to help kind of alleviate some of the congestion at Duke Park.
Excellent.
And every soccer field this fall is programmed, so we know that with the use of those fields, plus the football, trying to make room for practice and all that, we've tried to get them to spread out a little bit. So that's working well so far. It's just taken more time to paint. We spent now 2 full days each time that we paint. We paint them about every 10 days. So that's in full swing. All the soccer fields are painted. Goals are all set, ready to go for soccer as well, which starts tomorrow, I believe. We just wrapped up Float Troy. You may have noticed the dam gates were open today, so the river's coming down. All the tents were pulled today, and the fountain at Treasure Island was pulled. So in anticipation of the river going down. Seemed to be overall a really successful year. We had a lot of bookings, a lot of nights we were fully booked. The biggest challenge for us this year was just weather and river conditions. But all in all, we made it work, and crew did a really good job kind of just rolling with the punches as far as weather, and a lot of good reviews, and seemed to be a lot of literally happy campers. So,
What's the anticipated effect of the dam removal on Float Troy?
So still kind of up in the air for 2026, what that's going to look like. We've started to investigate some alternative locations potentially. Not sure how well any of the ones we've looked at right now would work, so that's still sort of up in the air. And we're still told that once they get the weir structures built and kind of reshape the river and the riverbed, that we still will have water in the harbor at Treasure Island, and the tents can still float and be just like they are. So down the road, talking 2027 probably and beyond. So 2026 is just the one that's a little bit up in the air. We definitely want to do something, just not sure exactly where and what that'll look like yet.
Dumb question for me, that the football fields behind the junior high, they opened up because the junior high is practicing somewhere else, or what's going on with that?
They actually are still practicing there. Little League or Troy Junior football comes in after the junior high practices end. So kind of just, they worked out an agreement with Troy City Schools to allow them to practice there. And then so we went ahead and painted it for Troy Junior football, and just they're paying for it to be lined. So that's the way that worked out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Any other questions for Mr. Drake? Mr. Seiler and Mr. Boer are not here. They did submit reports. I don't know if we have anything to review on those with them not here. So is there anything that anybody wishes to add to those or say to those with them not here? I have nothing from the Planning Commission, which moves us off to new business. And the first item for new business is the discussion, and I don't want to say this wrong, so how do I say this here, Austin?
Shiv Cigar.
Shiv Cigar residents and the fee in lieu of. Do you want to walk us through that?
Yeah, so this is a 3-acre development that's really 6 buildable lots that range from 0.3 acres to half an acre. Each building will have 4 units on it. Looking at the fee in lieu of request here, we wanted to compare this with our park service areas that we got from our comprehensive plan that was adopted last year. Attached with the report is Exhibit B. With that exhibit, it really shows the areas of service for each individual park. It's kind of hard to see, but you can see the Honda facility is kind of right here, just west of the interstate. This development is right across from that. So it's really serviced by a multitude of parks already. So ultimately, that led to our recommendation that we would support fees in lieu of this request. Additionally, we wanted to take into consideration just how small the development is, being it's only 3 acres and relatively small number of total units as well. So we are requesting that the Board of Park Commissioners recommend to the Planning Commission to accept fees in lieu for this development.
So the closest park would be over there on, it would be Meadow
Preserve.
Meadow, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Meadow Point.
And then you have the Hobart Urban Nature Preserve on Dorset.
Okay.
And then you have, I think it's Trinity
Yeah.
right off of Dorset as well.
But Meadow Point's gonna have sidewalks all the way over there, because that has sidewalks too, right?
It will have sidewalks all the way.
Okay.
It'll have shared use path in front of this development.
Okay. Any other questions?
Hey, Austin, is there a more transparent version of this figure, this map, that has like the more opaqueness that we can see which circles are overlapping on streets, or like a GIS version of it or anything?
Yeah, I can, that's something I can create for you.
Okay.
This is just a version that was readily available off
Yeah,
the comprehensive plan.
It certainly serves the purpose of today. I'm curious for just future use, when we have a resident that has a question or an opinion about park access,
Yeah,
it would be nice not to necessarily disagree or challenge what they're saying or anything, but to share with them, your address is X. If you look at this GIS map, for example,
yeah,
here's where, like, within the data we have, it shows you're close to this one and this one and this one. I know that that doesn't always satisfy someone's personal preference for having something in their backyard
yeah.
a block away, but it is, if this is the data we're using, I think it's really important data to be able to share with the public and say, look up your address and you can, see.
Yeah, I am happy to work with our GIS coordinator to make that happen. We also have a full breakdown of how we compared our existing infrastructure to the NRPA's metrics to determine the levels of service area, and I'm happy to share all that as well. Sure.
Yeah, not to piggyback and make this a conversation about this, but the other thing is, we're going on a park tour after this, once we adjourn and get out of here. As we kind of did some of our initial site visits, so we didn't have to make through all the parks tonight. The list I have is an Excel document, and I probably should have cross-referenced that with online, that has just been shared down to me since I was on the board. But we have parks on there that essentially no longer exist, with some of the constructions of the schools, things like that. So we might want to make sure that our website's updated too. For example, like Hook Park was on there, and obviously that's not
offline.
offline right now. So
Some of that will be cleaned up with our Parks Master Plan.
okay, that's what I was just,
Yeah,
just
we're
something I
aware
noticed this time.
it needs
that
updated, yeah.
2 years ago it wasn't there, and I'm noticing it now, so, okay. Any other questions regarding that? Does the park board wish to take action here? I'll make a recommendation, a positive recommendation to accept the fees in lieu of in lieu of parkland for the proposed development. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, and that is a motion approved? Is that what I'm doing here? Approving a motion, or is that a recommendation for city council?
Planning commission.
Planning commission?
Yeah, a recommendation of planning
For plan-
commission. Yep.
For,
It'll be a recommendation to planning commission
Okay.
at tomorrow's meeting.
so I'll make a recommendation for planning commission that we accept fees in lieu of for the proposed development. Got that, Abby?
Yep, got it.
Okay. Is there anything else to come before the park board today? All right, hearing none, I'll make,
I don't think we're adjourned.
You're
we're not adjourning,
Yeah.
we'll just
You're just
continue our,
Relocating.
our meeting to the mobile unit. We'll describe it as that. And then Abby will follow up with